Hey guys, good morning. Oh my gosh, it's been raining all night here in Los Angeles, and the streets are wet, but the sky is blue. So I think we're gonna have a good day out here. So I wanted to go over this blockchain watermark supposedly that exists. I'm not saying it does, I'm not saying it doesn't, just saying what they're saying on the internet. On the World Wide Web. Lots of things are said on the World Wide Web. But this woman did a video called Blockchain Watermarks on the Ballots. And I don't know if this was, reposted or not, but I'm just going to play the thing and you guys can see for yourself what she's seeing.
Online on social media that a watermark may have been used on the official ballots. So I have a gem scope. It's a 10 times magnification, and this is my ballot strip, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera onto the strip and we'll see.
And I wonder if any of you have that ballot strip. If anyone wants to send it to me. I can do a video on it, but I don't have it because when I went in, there wasn't an extra strip. It was just, I went to the poll, so it wasn't like there was no extra piece. They did give me like a receipt about it.
Let me see. It's a little blurry. I'm going to go ahead and push it up. Oh dear. I think there is.
See this little black?
Okay, so from what I read, it's supposed to be little dots. It's supposed to be little dots from the printer. That looks like little dots to me. Are you guys seeing this? What do you guys think? Is this the watermark?
It looks like that is the watermark, but I wish she wasn't moving so much.
I have a gem scope, so I'm gonna go ahead into the strip and
so we're gonna slow it way down. Hang on, I'm gonna slow it way down to. Turn off the sound because it's going to sound weird. All right. And we're just going to watch it. So when she gets the gemstone up, the viewer up, you can see little black dots. And what it said is there's constellations printed in the paper. Little constellations of ink. So even if they got some of it right, they wouldn't be able to get all of it right. That's weird. I can't even see it at all. That's where I saw it. Right there. That's weird. I don't know if you saw that. It was like a... There. Okay. See these little dots? I think this is it. And there was also like this weird... It actually looked like a crinkly piece of paper right there. And I don't know what that was. I don't know if that's also part of the watermark where there's just like certain anomalies in the paper. When I read about it yesterday, it said that we've confirmed the ballots contain CF64OR dye. Okay, so I'm going to send this to myself. Show you guys. So Runebeck Election Services, RES, printed the ballots this year. They had per state customizations. They printed all of the mail-in ballots. Okay. So we've confirmed that the ballots contain CF640R dye. There's a reference point of origin printed on each ballot. When you analyze the ballots under 640 nm light, the dye shows up. You will see flecks of light all over the page where the dye is. Relative to the reference point of origin, there are 5 specific constellations of dye which have been pressed onto all official ballots, and then there is random noise scattered over those. This was printed using a customized printing plate. As such, any unofficial ballots can be identified during the audit process by using the correct filter. Fake ballots will not have the dye at all. If anybody noticed the dye, they're very unlikely to have been able to identify and recreate the 5 constellations in the correct positions. Okay, this I found on the American Report. It was sent to me. Biden using SCORECARD and the hammer. I'm not going to say this word. We're just going to look at this, right? It's just about some software they use. The Obama administration commandeered a powerful supercomputer system known as the hammer. The hammer includes an exploit application known as SCORECARD that's capable of hacking into elections and stealing the vote, according to CIA I'm not saying it. I'm just saying what it says. Okay, I'm just saying what this document says. All right, according to CIA contractor turned whistleblower Dennis Montgomery, who designed and built the hammer. They said the SCORECARD was deployed by the Obama team against Florida election computers. I'm not going to use that. There's one word I'm not using here. It's this word. I'm not going to use that because I don't think it helps. So here it uses a prismatic algorithm that Montgomery created to achieve the desired results by those that control the hammer and SCORECARD. In Florida, one of the transfer points is VR Systems, based in Tallahassee. Software vendor VR Systems operates in 8 states. The Democrats tested their technology using the Democrat Party primaries. Otherwise, Bernie Sanders would have won the 2020 nomination. SCORECARD was utilized on behalf of Joe Biden against Bernie Sanders. The Democrat Party was stolen from Bernie Sanders. That's interesting because I know that Bernie Sanders had a huge, I think he still does, a huge following, huge support. Bernie Sanders, I felt, had way more support than Biden. And I'm not saying like, you know what my feelings are about it, I'm sure. All right. CIA whistleblower Dennis Montgomery turned over a massive cache of illegally harvested surveillance and election data and blah, blah, blah. All right. So they were doing this under 2 immunity agreements that were granted. Montgomery testified regarding SCORECARD and the hammer while under oath and being videotaped at the FBI's secure Washington, D.C. field office, SCIF, Sensitive Compartmented Information Facility. If CIA whistleblower Montgomery had lied about anything, he would be in prison today for lying to the FBI. Montgomery is not in prison. Director of National Intelligence John Negroponte, I don't know how to say it, I hope I said it right, invoked the state secrets privilege and the Government Protective Act against Montgomery in order to muzzle Montgomery and prevent him from revealing illegal acts that had been committed by the government. Well, that shouldn't surprise you. The government's job is illegal acts. That is their job, and to cover it up and to steal property, estates, from good Americans. That is their job. Okay, do they have other jobs too? Yes. But their job is not to tell the American people what they're doing. That's why it's called Secret Service, right? So Carlotta Wells. All right, wasn't Carlotta in the Maltese Falcon or one of those? Carlotta. They kept saying in Carlotta. Okay, when you see these words that they're using again and again, these words they're code words. Okay, there might be somebody named Carlotta Wells, but I'm saying Carlotta it has to do with the Maltese Falcon. The Maltese Falcon, I believe, you guys know what I believe about it, is human body parts, and namely ovaries, because ovaries, they can make more children, and they can also do other things with it. So that's what I think is the Maltese Falcon. If you just get a statue, it's not the statue. The statue is worthless. It's what they do with shipping and what they do with the postal services to steal these rights, right? So they're calling Carlotta Wells is saying that state secrets, privilege, and governor protective order cannot be invoked by government officials for the purpose of covering up government malfeasance. If covering up government malfeasance is the government's intention, Wells told Montgomery, the muzzle order is null and void. Okay, well, this is weird. So I was reading about this and I was hearing about it. So basically what I think the hammer does is it flips the vote. Like if you vote for for Trump would turn out Biden. So why all of a sudden it was Trump ahead and then it was Biden is they were using some kind of software. This is also, a theory that I heard yesterday. They're using some kind of software, and then the software, he was still going to, they were still going to, something happened with the software, and they had to resort to the ballot, the paper ballots, right? But what that thing was, I'm not totally exactly sure. So you can read this if you want to. I mean, Montgomery made the software, so they're claiming he's just somebody that came forward. No, he made the software. So he made the software. I don't know how the software works. Dennis Montgomery worked for Brennan and Clapper, created and built for them their own secret mega computer called the Hammer. The Hammer computer illegally accessed millions of American bank accounts and tapped Donald Trump a zillion times. This information was revealed on audio tapes that Judge Murray Snow released in his Maricopa County courtroom. Attorney got Montgomery before Judge Royce Lamberth, which was formerly headed by the secret FISA court, which my mother works for, you guys. The last time James Clapper went before Congress to testify under oath, Clapper was caught in bold-faced lies. The Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act is a United States federal law which prescribes procedures for the physical and electronic surveillance and collection of foreign intelligence information between foreign powers. And what I've determined is how they do this is they basically take a citizen who's born here, adopt them, change their name, and then pretend they were born abroad to steal their own citizenship. I mean, they have citizenship, but the way they're using them as a financial instrument. That's what they're doing. So it's very illegal. So I don't know where I saw this thing where they're flipping votes. My friend who is up on this more than I am talked about it yesterday. So I believe him. I believe that they flipped votes. And then they couldn't do it fast enough with the software, so they did